Now I'm going to run the refund tool here as well. So these are Solana side bots here. I want you to start looking into this because we got the docs right here. Under Hyperliquid, you can go ahead and see there is a HIP3 Lick Momentum standalone. I want to use the infrastructure on that.
We must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving.
By all means, just keep moving, dude. You got this. Use that infrastructure, but I want to go ahead and build a different type of bot here. Essentially, what it's going to do for now, it's not going to put orders in yet because, you know, we know the orders work, but I want this to be called a funding rate bot. Okay. So this is going to force me to build a couple great tools, and I want to build those tools standalone first, and then we'll go ahead and building the bot out. First off, I want to go ahead and build a scanner for HIP3, all of the tickers, all of these symbols, and I want to get their funding rate. You can see in moondev.com/docs above, we have that capability. So first things first, go ahead and build me a script that runs, gets all the funding rates, prints them out in pandas, and then loops. And does it again in 15 minutes or something. Okay, thanks, gang. All right, I want to look into this. This is interesting. Moondev, that screenshot is wild. 23 gigabytes on the terminal alone. That's probably dozens of Python processes and agents running simultaneously. No wonder your Mac locks up. Here's my brainstorm for a Guardian agent, a lightweight autonomous resource monitor. The concept, guardianagent.py, a self-hosted daemon that runs in the background and does three things. Monitor, always running lightweight, pulse CPU, RAM, swap, usage every 30. PSTUL, okay. Tracks per process memory, especially terminal. Python, child processes, detects when you're approaching danger zones. Alert, graduated warnings, alert, alert, alert. Slack, Discord, okay, red zone, 85%, louder alerts, alert, alert, tells you exactly what it do to, okay, smart kill. You define a priority list like OBS, Zoom, Chrome, protected, trading agents, backtest old terminal sessions. It kills the fattest killable, process, waits, checks, okay, logs everything. Auto detect idle agents. So my one concern here is, you're right, I'm running a ton of different Python scripts, okay? So let's say I have 20 Python scripts running. And then we hit this like time we're about to go down. Okay, it could be like a sound alert, that's fine, okay? But the question I have is, will I be able to see the Python file name that is running and prioritize based off of that? Because ideally, when we get to that smoke session, when it's about to go woohoo, I want to be able to kill off the lowest priority things first to keep my RAM open or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let me know. Let me know. Okay, here we go. So we did build this, the funding rate scanner, a standalone funding rate scanner that fetches crypto perp funding rates, fetches HIP tokenized asset funding. Beautiful. Loops every 15 minutes automatically. Shit, let's do it every 5. Let's do it every 5-minute loop, dude. Every 5 minute is even better. Better and better. So you can see we're going to be able to get all of these funding rates here. And I think this is interesting because funding rates kind of move things. This, I forget that I'm kind of, I've been doing this for a while, so not everybody understands what funding rates are. I need to like make a short training on that because that's what happens and that's what intimidated me for so many years is developers were just so far ahead of you that it's intimidating to learn how to code, right? So I would talk to devs and they're like, I'm still learning on 15th year. I'm like, damn, I can't start then. It's gonna be interesting. I'm not gonna do that, but that's fast as fuck. Make a column so it's annualized. So we'll have the rate and then we'll have the annualized rate. And it seemed like you got those hella fast. Is it just one? Yeah, it must just be one call, huh? So let's get it for all of the cryptos and all of the HIP3s. Because I assume it's just one call from our yes. That's sick, dude. Because back in the day when I would need to get funding rates, I would have to go one by one on the API. But I'm assuming it's just one call now here with the MoonDev API. That's sick. That is sick. But I'm gonna get both. I want to print them all out. So make sure to print out all the funding rates. No. Top 10. Top 10 high, top 10 low of each, HIP3 and then crypto. So it should be 40. It should be 40, buddy boy. Should be 40. Yes, 100% MoonDev. PS util gives you the full command line of every process. So for a Python script running like this, you can extract easily a trading agent from that. Okay, cool. When the smoke session hits, first kills tier 3s, biggest memory hogs. Nice, dude. Okay, so here's a sound that you can use for this. It's when I'm getting close to the things and things are getting killed. And then make sure that it lists out the things that have been killed. So let's go ahead and give her a sound. HIP3 funding bot. That's what I'm building here. Okay, clean output. 4 tables, 40 total entries. Nice. Okay, so these are the annualized negative 32, negative 32. USAR 53, 27. Doge negative 3. AVAX 1. Let's do some spot checks. This seems a little sus. So AVAX. Well, here we are on oil. It says 215%. We got something wrong immediately. I think they're doing the math wrong. 0.024. Yeah, you're doing the math wrong. You're actually doing the math wrong here because 0.0245 equals annualized equals 214.39. So check out how Hyperliquid, their funding rates work. It's an hourly rate. I think that's the issue. Okay, good. We're locked. This is why you gotta be locked, bro. Why you gotta be locked every day, because you're gonna go with the 8-hour funding rate. I'm going with the 1-hour funding rate, but you don't even know what funding rate is. So I'm gonna have to explain that to you later. Lock in, gang. Every day. I'm just locked. I'm just no different than you. I literally didn't even know about daylight savings time. I didn't know about daylight savings time.
Imagine you had everything you wanted. Everything. Imagine you were everything you ever wanted to be. And capture that feeling. That's the easiest way to manifest what you want.
That's all you got to do, dude. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Oh, so that's Mala Mia. Okay. Those numbers make sense. So, yo, so what should I tell to the server to get those corrected? It sounds like it's our bad. Server side. Strong side. Right side. Server side. To be real, dude, I gotta find this sounds folder here. Nah, that's not there. It's like this. I'm building this out as well. Oh, I could have done it this way, yeah. Code dot. These are all sounds though. All sounds. Okay, I have like a directory low key though. So what sound should it be? Might be a good one for my thing.
Who dares rouse me from my slumber?
That's the one, dude. That's the one. That is the one, dude. I found it. Yeah, essentially, we just need to make sure to use pandas and some nice colors here to make sure I can see things clearly, see what has been killed, see what's taken up. Oh, yeah, that's the one thing I really wanted to know is, are we able to see with each iteration, like what Python script is being the ball hog? And yeah, it'd just be nice to be able to see all that all the time. I feel like this is a pretty cool little activity monitor app. Yeah, Guardian app, Guardian agent is fine. That's a good name. Okay. Yeah, it's a server side fix. The API is calculating and annualized as it's an 8-hour. Okay, let's fix it then. So I've got the API that everybody has access to, a key. SSH. That's not the one. It's not the one. This is the one. Here we go. For HIP3 funding rate, and actually you'll have to double check the other set of funding rates. I think we're annualized. No, I know we're annualizing incorrectly. So I identified this on the user side. So go ahead and fix it. Cool, dude. Cool. So we got that fixed here. All right, let's go back to calling it the old way, the annualized way, because I need to make sure that works on our side as well. So I'll have that fixed. And you can just call it that way and assume it's going to be fixed in the next 10 minutes, and then I'll run it. Okay, and then she's building this out for me, which should be helpful. Because I've got a fat computer, dude. I've got a fat computer, so I can't get much bigger. I can't get much bigger. She's thick, dude. I just can't. I can't do it because what's my other option here? A Mac Pro. Like I'm not gonna have that. I'm not gonna have a Mac Studio or whatever. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I like to be mobile. There's literally only one computer that is stronger than mine. Pre-order? Oh, new computer. Who this? Maybe I eat my words right this second. M5 Max chip? Okay, yeah. Don't listen to me. I didn't even know it was daylight savings holiday. M5 Pro chip, M5 Max chip. See, I got 96 gigs. So I think this is more of just a management problem than getting a new computer because this is just silly how expensive this is. 5 Gs? I'm outie. 5 Gs for 28 more gigs? Yeah, right. Maybe it's time. Nah, I can't use a PC, dude. I was gonna say maybe it's time to build my own machine, but I just can't. I can't go to PC side. Just not gonna do it. I can't. I left there. I never want to go back. Done. Perfect. Let's go ahead and see here. Nah, dude. It's not done. Did you update it? Did you go ahead and push that to the API so it works now? There we go. Look at this, dude. So Google is negative 241% funding. Holy helly, they're paying you 241% per year to hold Google on Hyperliquid. Okay, so now we're pulling the alpha out. You thought I was not gonna pull some alpha out. 200 and something percent. You get paid 240% per year to hold Google. Now it's not going to be like that all year, but you can see what happened. They're just pushing. They push these charts around. It's disgusting. HIP3 world is actually disgusting, and I'm kind of excited about it because there's a lot of wick outs, and if you trade this properly, it might be good. If you're trying to just trade it, you're going to get smoked. If you're trying to trade it by hand, you're going to get smoked. But if you know that they wick people out and the funding rates go crazy like this, yeah, it could be edge. I don't know. We'll see. But that's what I do. I just push the boundaries and just build, see what happens. Build, baby, build. Learn, baby, learn. Let's get it. Okay, so you can see the most negative is CRWV. What the hell is that? What is this symbol, anyways? Like, what does it represent? Actually, all of these. On Hyperliquid HIP3. So this is a whole new world for me, so please have patience. Because I don't trade this stuff. So I got mad questions. TSM, don't know what that is. Toronto Stock Market. SKHX, have no idea what that is. Okay, we'll go ahead and figure it out. Fuck around and find out, dude. Just fuck around and find out. That's it. Always, bro. Just fuck around and find out. Yeah, Hyperliquid has gold. Nice. It works nice on that. If the funding rate is positive, longs pay shorts. Yo, this is awesome, dude. Thank you. I'm about to steal that if you don't mind. I'll make a recap on what the funding rate is here at the end of the day. Because then I'll be able to teach you what the funding rate is and I'll be able to connect all the code. If you don't know what the funding rate is, JT, shout out to you. Funding rate equals a small fee pay. Yeah, I'm about to say this word for word later. I'm going to say it word for word. Because I was just writing down, I need to make some sort of like tutorial on what the funding rate even is because I totally just assumed everybody knew what that was, and it's just not true. It's just not true. The docs are unclear on where to actually retrieve and view my API key. It's so funny, dude. That's like the 18th time you've asked, but
Don't run with the
key's here.
pack. If everyone is trying to solve the same problem, or a whole group of people, if that's the latest and greatest thing to do, don't do that. Do something original. Don't follow the pack.
Adil has asked 3 times. Are you good, bro? Can you hear me or? Adil, you locked, bro? You here? Just I want to make sure you get your key because you've asked like 18 times already. And I've posted it like 14 times. Yo, Dev, I get the application can't be open. What do I do? I don't know. What's the error? 777 Griff. Good to see you, bro. Kenny, good to see you. Deep Sight. Good to see you guys. 777. I wonder if Adil can hear me, dude. See, he doesn't respond, so I think he's not listening. And then he's like, what's going on with the API key? It's like the API key's right here, gang. Jeff, how you doing, bro? Good to see you, Jeff Harris. Okay, so it's working perfectly, Moondev. Look at the output. You can see everything. 36 Python processes running, eating 3.7 gigabytes total. Biggest ball hog is real-time Clips agent at 1.36 gigabytes. That was Cooker then. Damn, I forgot I was running that. No, I'm not gonna cook her. I'm gonna let her slide. I'm gonna let her slide because she actually makes pretty good shorts. So I've got an AI always listening to me. I got an AI listening to me for my transcript. It's not on. Now she's on. So if I go to OBS here, the biggest ball hog. What day is it today? 226. So where does that even come from is my question. If she's here, 3.8, Moon 26. Okay, there it is. Funding rate, bot. Okay. So done, back to analyze. Perfect. So I don't know. There's a lot of ideas I have here. Google's interesting. Wonder what Amazon and them are looking like. I kind of want this to print out all of them, to be honest. Can you print out the top 20? Most positive, most negative? Or 25. I just need more data, dog. Nah. Do top 30. Top 30 of each. I just need more data to look at. Because I have some ideas that are churning in my brain of what I want to build, what bots I want to build off this. But we already got the scanner done, so boom. Let's go ahead and push that to GitHub, by the way, because I think it's very, 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 very interesting. Being able to see the funding rates of everybody at any time this far. One of the first things I built when I got into this game is got to at least be able to see what the funding rates are. Get add dot, get commit /m, funding rates, rate scanner, get push, boom, funding rate scanner. It's now in the GitHub. So for those of you that do have access to the GitHub, it should be there now. Under bots, Hyperliquid. Funding rate scanner. Nice. Okay, so you got that. So I think this happens a lot because there's no liquidity in the market. So I don't know. This is trying to think between like a stat arb or a naked sided bot. But you can see there's no volume in this. So what they do is they, like on the weekends and stuff, what I've noticed, they wick people out like crazy. And that's why I've been scared of this market and I haven't done anything here, is because of the nasty wicks. Yo, Adil, bro, I saw you just jumped in the room. Are you good? Can you hear me, dude? Adil, please answer, dude. You've asked 18 times for the key and I've dropped it 17. You good? I just want to make sure you're good, bro. You got the key? I don't think he's listening is the thing. I don't think he can hear me. I'm going to tag him here. At Adil. You get the key. And then here's the key, just in case. I think he's just not locked. I think he's just not locked, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, you got it? Nice, dude. There you go. You're welcome. $36. What about you? How old are you, Max? Max Z? 50. Did your parents say you could be here? I'm gonna need you to send your parents A-OK. Okay. Send that over to the email, bro. Send that over to the email. They said you could be here. Okay. Jesus, dude. You got a long opportunity ahead of you. If I could go back, I was on eBay back then. Slanging on eBay. Here's what those symbols are, Moondav. They're tokenized equity perpetuals. Okay, I know that. Okay, CoreWeave. Okay, AI. It's an AI company. Samsung. Okay, Samsung. Skechers. Taiwan Semiconductor. Okay. So you can see now we have CoreWeave has a negative 285% annualized. Damn, USAR is 432%. What is this one? This is. What about this one? What about these two? USAR, and then also, is that uranium maybe? And that's Rivian, and that's Brent oil. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely some funding rate arbitrage to be had here. There's definitely some funding rate arbitrage, and that's when it happens, when it's a new market. But it's sketch because you can get wicked out. So it's like, pick your poison, gang. You want to trade by hand, or you want to trade with the big boys? Get wicked. Or do you want to do the wicking? Or do you want to sit where the wick happens? I think I want to sit where the wick happens. Okay, rare earth, critical minerals mining company. Okay. So USAR, let's see what that looks like, because that's a hell of a USAR. Okay. Open interest volume. I need to get those on the. So we got to build out something on this API that gets the open interest and the volume constantly for all the HIP3s. That's probably not possible through the node though, huh? This is we must be calling the API directly on this. the Hyperliquid for the funding rate as well, huh? Go ahead and clarify that, and then let me know. Is this going to be bad for our server to be getting the volume, the open interest for the HIP3s? I feel like I'm bloating it a little too hard. If you are getting this through the Hyperliquid API, let me know, because that will be part of my decision, because there's no reason to bundle the HIP or the Hyperliquid API and our API. What we want to keep our API for is things that we can get directly from the node. So just clarify that for me. Thank you. Thank you. So I got the server over here. I got to keep her private. Top 30 and top. Okay, perfect. And we're cooking right here as well. So you can see here the real time.
So don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. Stay hungry, stay foolish.
Stay hungry, stay foolish. Stay hungry, stay foolish. T. Python. Let's go see what this looks like here first off. And then I noticed you called out a couple of these things for being running for like 23 days. Does that consume more RAM if you don't restart it? Like, is it dependent on how many, like 33,000 minutes? Is that going to take up more RAM and usage than something that I restart each day, or how does that work? So this is what she built. Leak detected. Real time, okay. Recommended restart to reclaim 1.2 gigabytes. Yeah, can you go ahead and can you build in a leak detector and things like that? Because I think this is actually a very interesting tool for me to run. So essentially we want to bundle this into the Guardian, because the Guardian is my Guardian, And how often does it refresh, by the way? Let's have it refresh every 30 seconds at the earliest. Thank you. Good news, it already refreshes every 30 seconds. Nice. That's what it felt like. Let's change it to a minute, because whatever it was too fast. What's up, Holmes? How you doing, bro? Yo, what is not working? I tried to download from GitHub. Oh yeah, you're cooked, dude. Max, if you're asking me everything, you're cooked. Oh shit, you're 15. Yeah, you haven't learned how to think yet. So, dude, as a developer, really what it is just a loop, like a video game, Like, I don't know what games you play, dude, but it's just a continuous loop of a bug, ask AI, figure out that bug, and move on to the next one. You're cooked if you have to ask somebody else for everything, because it'll just take forever. So you got this, bro. Most questions that you're gonna ask me, I'm gonna have to go figure it out by asking AI. So that's why it's just like their iteration speed's much better when you just go ask AI for like command line stuff or that type of stuff. You got this. Are they obtaining it from exchanges? Or they're only providing their own activity. At one point, they did like 2% of the gold trade. They were part 2% of the gold volume. But I don't think that's always, and it's good. It's good to see though, because now we have access to more than just crypto. You're welcome, Max. Have fun, dude. Have fun. And if you really get stuck on something, we are here. So it's just like, you use a little bit of your gold. You use a little bit of your gold in order to ask the motherfucking big dogs the big questions that I'm just kidding, dude. I'm just kidding. But AI's got your back. Working perfectly, Moonbev. Here's the 1.1 leak detector. How it do. Every 30 seconds. Change it to a minute. Okay. So we got critical, high, medium, and low. Okay, perfect. Every 30 seconds, after 5+ snapshots, 2.5 minutes. My bad, bro. I think 30 seconds probably best. No, that's fine. Okay, let's see what happened here. Unknown. Transcript agent, API, guardian agent. Why does this all show zeros is my question. Real-time clips is taking it all. Bot 26, why are you so heavy? No markets, that makes sense. Lake RP momentum. Gaussian, T-copula. So I'm at 41 out of 85 GBs. Let's see here. It's interesting that it doesn't match up. How come my activity monitor and our system overview don't match up when it comes to RAM? And also, what is this column of percentages here? Let's see, a lot of them are at 0.0. Guardian agent. So I was interested in oil for this week, but last week it was gold, So that's pretty powerful that we have access to all of this now. USAR. I wonder what's going on with USAR. I've never heard of it, but I want to see what the chart's looking like. This is the problem. 20,000 in volume, and I need to figure that out. So I asked the server this. How it's fetched, standard perps. Okay, tries your local node first, falls back to public hyper. Okay, HIP3 goes directly to public Hyperliquid API. Use local is false. Your local node doesn't support HIP3 DEX queries. So the answer, OI is already being pulled. Oh, nice. It's already in the data. You've got it. Volume is not in that call. You'd need a separate call like that. That's another round trip to the public API per DEX every 15 seconds. HIP3 data cannot come from your node. It's already hard-coded. Okay. Bottom line, since HIP3 data is 100% proxied from Hyperliquid public API, not your node, there's not much reason to bundle it into your API. I agree. Okay, cool. So it looks like we can get open interest. Can you go ahead and add a column here for open interest? So how do we call that? How do we call open interest? Is that the same call as the funding rate? on our API, moondev.com API. Because that is the challenge here is I don't want to get into anything that has no volume. 20,000, like, okay, it's cool that it has a high funding rate, but there's zero volume. You just get smoked. Just get wigged. RAM mismatch. Activity monitor shows memory use 86, but Guardian shows 42. They're measuring different things. Activity monitor's memory use includes cached files, wired memory, compressed memory, and app memory all summed. PSUtil reports what OS considers actively used versus available. It's smarter about not counting cache memory that can be instantly reclaimed. Your actual pressure is closer to what Guardian shows.
It's been real. Don't get involved if you ain't gonna die for it. Take this. I bought some hollow tips for your homeboy.
They'll release the cached when needed. Okay. The CPU 0% column, that's CPU usage per process. Most of your scripts show 0% because they're sleeping. They wake up, do a quick check, API call, scan, etc., then sleep. They're only using CPU for a fraction of the cycle. The ones showing 0.4 to 2.2 are actively doing something at the moment of snapshot. This is useful to have. If something suddenly spikes to 90%, you'll see it immediately. That said, since most are idle, want me to remove the CPU column? No, you're good, you're good. I was just curious, right? I was just curious. Okay, so terminal CPU 105% OBS. Stressed. OBS is stressed right now, dude. So I can't really do anything about OBS because I could kill her. Google Chrome, Notes, 1 gigabyte. Zoom, pretty light, nice Zoom. Spotify, I could close Spotify. Okay, what else we got here? How we looking? Biggest ball hog is the real-time clip agent. So 1.66. You know what I could do, dude? Let's go ahead and get to this. And 2.83 in terminal is good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and kill this process that is doing this. But let me think about this for a second. Let's see if I can recreate it. Let's do it in post-production. So I run this, you've seen all the spam I've been posting, all the spam clips. Pretty helpful though, because it gets like the good parts. Anyways, I have it running here during, and doesn't make sense. I mean, if I'm having problems with this, yeah, I shouldn't do that. Raw streams, perfect. So how would I do this? I would go here to, okay, I got this. AI agents to clip YouTube videos, yes. Okay, so this is an AI agent I have. I highly recommend that I'm not a financial advisor, but I highly recommend you start building agents for every little thing that you do. Just build, because everybody's gonna talk trash, dude. Just fuck around and find out. Everybody's gonna say this and that. I have agents doing this and that, but who cares what they're doing? Every little thing in your life that you do, just have an agent for it. I've had these clip agents for a long time. I have this. Copy path. All right, so we have this file, the Shorts AI captions. I want to upgrade this in order to include the below file as well. So you can see the below file does something differently, and it does it while I'm streaming, but I don't want to have that going while I stream anymore. So now it makes horizontal videos while I'm streaming, but I think you can do this using the same tools we use in this Shorts AI captions. And you can actually add captions to those wide videos. So this will be an upgrade. So now, instead of how Shorts AI captions works and just goes through and does it for the tall vertical videos, now it will do that same exact process, but on top of that, it will do it for the landscape type videos that I show in the file below. So essentially what you're trying to do is make a new version of this, and it will say, it will be called Clipper 26, and describe what it is above. Say, hey, we combined Shorts AI captions to make tall videos. And then we also make these wide landscape videos of your best parts based off of this file here. So it's like a combined file. Okay, so go ahead and do that. So this is that file. Real-time clip agent, it's in there. Okay. So I need that full path. How you do that? PYD? PVW? PWD. PWD. Sorry for the messy path. I just wanted to show you fully where it is. It's in real-time clips agent, but there's the full path for you. Go ahead and plan this out. Give me a short, concise plan for this. Explaining what you're going to do. It should be the same exact output as the Shorts AI captions, still same place. But now on top of that, it will have a landscape folder, and we'll use everything that we do in the real-time agents, the same prompts and all that good stuff in order to get those landscapes. The only addition will be, it might be a new folder location, so it matches up to the Shorts AI captions, whatever. Yeah, we're gonna put it into this GitHub, the AI agent to clip YouTube, and then it'll also have transcripts or captions on it. So no, it'll be an upgrade. So go ahead and explain what you're gonna do in plan mode, and then I'll tell you to go. But don't be too wordy, dude. I don't like to read. Okay, let's see how this is going here. Okay, so this is good. This is already saving me 5 G's, dude, because I am not like the most technical of us here. And my intuition is like, get a bigger computer. But you have 96 gigabytes, gang. Like 96 gigabytes. I've never had 96 gigabytes in my entire life. So I killed her, and then she's gone. Nice. So this does work. Bot 26 is my next victim here. I love being a developer now, dude. I really believe code is a great equalizer because you can do whatever you want. You don't have to hire people. You don't need a bunch of cash. If you learn how to code, dude, it saved me 5 G's today. And I'm cooking. Yes, OI is already in the same call. I believe it's in the same call, so putting in a column for that would be fire. And this will do it for me because I'm looking at volume being like a little panic. Like I wouldn't trade that USAR, but if there's a lot of open interest, that'll be enough for me. Yes, OI is already in the same call. Current rates trimmed down, just rate percentage and annualized. All rates has everything, including mark price, OI. Damn, dude, I always do that. It's okay. I actually have that update there. Maybe run real-time clips on another Mac Cracker. That's a good idea. I'm gonna send that shit to Cracker. Get her working for me all day. Stream Observer Agent. Oh, that's a good one though. Real-time clips agent. So this is my ball hog. So I'm just gonna kill her. She's done. She's out of the game. Let's go see what her plan is to fix that. Yes, cook, dude, cook. I also wanted to try something here. I don't know if I'm gonna do that actually.
Damn near anything we could think is real. And if it's not, we could create it. See, that's the gift we were given. To evolve, advance, create. I create my own world.
Transcribe with Grok Whisper, nice. Creates the tall vids, new landscape clips using the same transcript from step 1, nice. Send it through the real-time agents clip, okay. 1 transcript, 2 outputs, nice. Transcribe once per chunk, then fork. Nice, dude. Go ahead. Go ahead, Shorty. I guess my question is, yeah, so just make sure the outputs in the same naming, but just say landscape. So a different folder. But whatever you name the talls, you know? I think I've got this under control. Leak detector. So let's analyze this real quick, just so I can see her opinion on it, because I need to learn this stuff better. I've been fighting with it for a long time. That's what got me to get this new computer last year. So what you think about this, Shorty? Can you look into it? Teach me anything I need to know here, what I can improve, etc. Dude, we're doing all types of stuff. Funding bot and Guardian agent. So I'll push this agent just in case you want it as well. Salsa. Salsa. So she's working perfect. This, I need to know what this is. So USAR is rare earth, critical mining company. Oh, but that's tiny. And then uranium miners, ETF, uranium mining, okay. What I want to see down here is this. Open interest. See, there's 0 open interest in some of these. Okay, so let's look at that USAR here. 190,000 open interest. Is that true or false? USAR is 190,000. Nice, it's right on. Okay, and then URNM. I think that's uranium, but maybe it's not. URNM. Open interest is 1.7 million. Okay, and then let's look at oil. Oh, oil is negative funding. Okay, now here you go. So this is a big boy. I don't know what type of number that is. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 149 million. So if we go to CL here, so it flipped negative 168%. I'm chilling, bro. How are you, Salsa? Everybody loves salsa. Here we go. Everything's in the chat, by the way. So all three improvements work perfectly. Here's what's new. Duplicate Guardian Killer. On startup, it found and killed your three old instances. Okay. Now you'll never accidentally stack Guardians again. Swap monitoring. Your swap is 91%. Damn. Which is why it's now showing the warning. The logic factors swap into better unknown detection. Let's go ahead and see how it do to Guardian. Build checker. T-Copula. No market bots are heavy, V. Bot 26 is heavy. I wonder why. That's the Solana copy bot that's down here in the bottom left. I've got 46 USD coin. I just had 12. Okay. So I'll just keep this going here and terminal is down to 2.9 gigabytes. OBS is 2.8. Chrome is a heavy load as well. Notes. I should not. No, I need my notes is the thing. I need my notes. I think we're going to be good. I think we're going to be good to go for now. And I'll keep an eye on this. Let's go ahead and put it over here. Start another process. Start another one. PWD. Oh, cool. So you see, like I didn't even mean to be already in the agents thing. I'm just always in. I'm not always in it, but I have two main GitHubs, dude. I got two main GitHubs. So I try to just drop everything there. Speaking of that, let's just go ahead and drop this new Guardian just in case you need something like that. Get add that. Get add that. Get commit / Guardian agent. Get push. Okay, so we pushed that. Beautiful. Now back to here. Back to here. Lock in. Lock in. So I don't want to trade anything. Let's have a filter here. So we have this new file that you built, and I just cooked it. Essentially, anyways. I want you to go ahead and I want there to be a filter. So the top 30, it might not be 30 of them. There needs to be a filter on the minimum OI value. For now, it's a parameter at the top, and for now, the minimum OI value is let's say 10 million. 10 million. This goes for crypto and HIP3. Thank you. So while it's top 30, it might not be top 30, you know? All right, so Clipper 26 is ready. Raw streams. Python Clipper 26. Copy path here. Let's go ahead and see if it works. So in order for this to work, I have to put it into this folder, raw streams. Okay. And I just go here and I say raw streams. And then
No, it's what's called machine learning. So you find things that are predictive. You might guess, oh, such and such should be predictive, might be predictive, and you test it out in the computer, and maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You test it out on long-term historical data and price data and other things, and then you add to the system this if it works, and if it doesn't, you throw it out. So there aren't elaborate equations, at least not for.
okay, so you can see it's running now. Perfect. Okay, we'll see how that does. I know that that will affect this. Should be called Clipper 26. It's less interesting. Okay. So Clipper 26 can run. Interesting. But the real time wasn't working. Oh, because I think the real time, let me see. Is the reason that the real time was so heavy, was it using local whisper? One of the files I sent you earlier, the one that we just got rid of, eradicated. Could a trading bot watch world events like conflicts and turn that into signals for trades? Absolutely, Jeff. You're thinking about this correctly. There are an infinite number of ideas and data sources that could lead to alpha. Could is the key word. But that's the game. That's the game you are playing now. Yeah, that's exactly it. The real-time agent was using local, fast, or whisper. There we go. Just heavy. There we go. So, okay, look at that. Saved myself 5 Gs today. Thanks. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Whew. So we added this. Perfect. So let's see the funding rates now. Okay, so you can see this really changed things. And what does a 10 million funding rate or 10 million open interest look like? So if we go here to a 10 million open interest, 5 million, 8 million. Okay, let's look at that 8 million. The volume here, oh, that's enough volume. That's enough volume. Let's look at like a 5 million. I say 5 million is minimum. Change to 5M. All right, there we go. So these are all 5 million minimum. So this is actually interesting. You can see that Google went from, what was it before? It was like negative 300, I was saying at the start of this. What happened when that price, when the volume went down, or the funding rate went up, I guess? What happened? Because it was at negative 200. Nothing's really happened. So what I imagine is this makes it go super negative. Like they need people to trade it, but then they just kind of arb it out here until there's even sides, right? Like even longs to shorts. Boop, 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 boop. I make it super simple. Not simple. I mean, it simple is not bad, is the thing. That's what a lot of people, I don't want to say like, oh, this is a simple bot, it's not going to work, or it's very exquisite. That means it is going to work, right? Sometimes simple is the way to go, in my opinion, at least from what I've seen. I guess what I mean is I'm going to build a template, like the first iteration. Okay, so look at our other bot here that we built yesterday. H3 lick momentum .py. Okay, so today we're going to do H3 lick funding. And this one is going to be based off of that one, but we're going to add the funding rate in there as well. So the only time we will long is when it's under negative 200 annualized funding. And on top of that, I want to do the inverse of what we did yesterday. So this is the interesting thing about liquidations, in my opinion. Yesterday, we're saying, hey, CL has liquidations coming up here. More long liquidations than short liquidations. So that means short, right? It's a momentum. Now we're going to do the exact opposite. Now we're going to do more of a mean reversion. Oh, snap. There are more long liquidations within the 2.5%. There's more longs to be liquidated than shorts. But since we're doing the exact opposite, that means we're taking that as a signal to go long. But only if the funding rate is negative or under negative 200. I think this is interesting because sometimes it'll show that there's like a base of people right there. It's like almost a base of positions that they're so large that they almost control this weekend market or whatever it may be. Anyways, regardless, it's an interesting idea to do the exact inverse of what we did yesterday, but adding this funding rate on top of it makes it even more powerful because the funding rate, if it's under negative 200, they're begging people to long. Hyperliquid needs help. They need help. They're saying, please, 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 long, long, long. And then we confirm that below. It's like, yeah, there's a lot of people long here. Maybe there's some whales or whatever. And then we'll do the inverse as well. It has to be above. If we want to short, it has to be above 200. Okay. So yeah, go ahead and rebuild that entire bot and call it the funding H3 funding lick bot.py. Okay, dude. Okay. Every day. Every day. Come on, Shorty. You got this. Find it. Find it. Find it. There. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Okay, she's using that one.
Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life.
All right, so she's building this out for me. Awesome. I'm gonna grab some water if you want to do the same. Damn, she's done. Why you call it that, bro? With lick. This guy says that if you can program external stuff, you should be able to program yourself. equals follow your rules and you should be able to trade without bots. I mean, that's stupid. It's a stupid waste of time. Also a bad comment. Bad comment, stupid waste of time. Because yes, we're all programmers here, but you cannot program yourself out of having emotions. And if you can program yourself out of having emotions, then you're literally just not, it's just not a good person to be around, dude. You want to have emotions. That's why that's your personality. That's who you are. He said that if you know how to code, you know how to program, you can program yourself to trade. On top of that, why would you want to waste your time staring at those charts? You got all public chat. They get an ad for that one. They get an ad. There's so much I have to show you here today. Every single day I'm live, but I do private lives in Zoom now. So if you want to chat with me and you want to see all the code, you can see like some of the code is blocked from your screen. I just block it with this little thing here. The reason is that I got hacked the other day, and it's because I showed something on my screen. So there are prying eyes that I can't let see everything. You can still listen to me, of course, and you'll get some, there'll be some breaks that you won't be able to see everything, right? I'll keep the live open for YouTube, but there's going to be a block on my screen, and there's going to be these segments where I tell you about jumping into the private stream, because if you jump into the private stream, there's a link. It's at moondev.com, and you're going to get an API key to Hyperliquid's data layer that I built here. And this is a direct node, and you literally can't get this data anywhere else besides the API key that I drop in the live stream. So you could see, I'm able to see all liquidation levels. I'm able to see Binance liquidations. I'm able to see OKX liquidations, everybody's liquidations. I'm able to watch HLP. HLP is Hyperliquid's market maker. I get to see every single one of their trades. I also get to see every single win-loss analysis of every single trader. So you can see this is trade history of anybody. So I can just call anybody's address on Hyperliquid and see exactly what trades they've made and when they're making trades. This is like an institutional grade API that will cost more than $1,000 per month. And you actually get access when you join one of my live streams. So every live stream, I put down an API key. But not only that, you also get the full replay. Everybody wants replays of my lives, and you get a full free replay. All you have to do is go to moondev.com, and you're going to get a replay of yesterday's stream, which was $5, and today's stream. So it's just $5, and you get all of that. But you also get this API key, and I said this is going to be $1,000 plus per month. You can see I have a smart money call. So things that Wall Street is looking at, we can all see with this API key. It's Hyperliquid's data layer that I built because I believe it needs a better API in order to call things faster. I was building out the quant app here that is essentially looking at people's liquidations, and I ran into the problem. Like, I need this data faster. So I launched a node, and then I made it available for everybody that comes into the Zooms each day. But again, they're private Zooms only because I've got people that are watching my screen looking for me to drop a key, drop a API, whatever, and just some sort of vulnerability. I got hacked, so I just can't show this live on YouTube anymore. So I cover my screen again like this. I'll just have this up pretty much all day. These are my stats from the previous week. You can see my stats there. Since everybody in YouTube, they seem to just be coming by to see what's in my pocket. So since I started trading with the Quant app, which is pretty much my 5 years of experience built into a downloadable app, I did this because, first off, I don't believe in hand trading. I'm an automated trader, but I looked at the data and everybody's still using 40x leverage. And I have over 150,000 people now follow me, 100,000 on YouTube, 50,000 on Twitter. And only a small percentage ever took me up on the offer of learning how to code. I teach you how to code and then automate your trading. I used to teach that stuff, but only a tiny percentage actually did that. They actually joined the boot camp. And then out of that, maybe 50% of them actually completed the boot camp. So I have the data that 99% of people are just trading by hand using 40x leverage. So I'm trying to solve this problem the 40x leverage problem. So I'm doing a little bit of kind of hand trading. I'm not able to enter positions without liquidations happening. So I'm really just taking over people's liquidations. And why am I taking over people's liquidations? It's because that Hyperliquid, that's their strategy. So if you go to Hyperliquid here and you go to Vaults here, their HLP provider, they put in $1,000 into this HLP provider and it's at $118 million. That's why I built out this data layer to watch every single one of their moves. I know exactly what positions they're doing. This is the HLP dashboard. I know exactly when they're entering, when they're exiting, where they're sitting. I have a bunch of calls that will go ahead and just keep me into the know of what they're doing, plus every other trader on Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid opened up the financial system for the entire world. And before this, there was no way for us to see where people get liquidated. So based off of this premise, I've built some really great automated trading strategies. And since I am here now building for the public, building for those 40x hand traders, I built the Quant app and I'm using that liquidation strategy or one of the liquidation strategies. Of course, there's still intuition here. So it's not like you can download this Quant app and make $1 million. No way. There's still some experience and intuition, but this puts like bumpers around your trading. You know, there's risk controls here. I can never things like that that are just hard to do as a hand trader. I built into the Quant app, but I think the main feature is buying and selling around people's liquidations. Nobody can predict price. And if you think you can, you're probably going to get smoked. I think by now you realize that, hey, within like a 1-2% range, it's really hard to predict price. So instead of predicting price, I'm predicting which liquidation to buy. So for example, I could say when this guy gets liquidated right here, I will buy a portion of my portfolio. But instead of just saying, hey, I'm going to buy now or sell now, I'm just waiting for somebody to get licked. So it's just a quantitative approach I'm trying to build into a downloadable app because I realize 99% of people are still trading by hand and still using 40x leverage. So if that's the biggest problems traders have, that was my biggest problem. I was getting liquidated when I was using leverage, but now I'm 3+ weeks in using 40x leverage. And if you go look at my Twitter or on my screen right now, you can see that this week I had a nice return. I used 10K max size, so a $4,900 return is about 49%. That's amazing. Is it going to work for you? I don't know. I can't guarantee your results. I don't know how you trade. I don't know how risky you are, but I know that for me, with 40x leverage, I wouldn't last more than 3 days and I'd be staring at the screen the entire time. So far, so good. It's helped me last 3 weeks and I'm up instead of blown up. So I don't know, but what this led me to was, hey, I need this liquidation data way faster. With the API, you can't get this data this fast. You can see how it's changing every second. I have a node launch. I'm connected to the node, and that node, you have all the data if you join the Zooms, the private Zooms, because you get a free API key. You can see every single tick data. If you're trading right now algorithmically and you're not using tick data, you're just missing out on a huge edge because every tick matters. It's not about open, high, low, close volume data. You need the tick data. So I've got the tick data for all tokens. That's crazy. Just hit that API. So you get the API key when you join. It's only for people in the Zoom. I just launched this data layer, so we're rolling it out slowly. It's only for people in the Zoom. If you want the API key, it's only for Zoom people. You can see there's a ton of other great things here like liquidation, fetching people's positions, the top 10 closest liquidations to getting liquidated, positions getting liquidated. So kind of like what you see in the Quant app. But yeah, I just wanted to. I'm hungry, dude. I'm hungry. Dun, T. TC. This should go to SSH Moondash. Let's do that. Dash Moonda and C. Yes, I trust it. I dropped this yesterday and I think you guys liked it, appreciated it. So I'll do it again today. Just a little quick overview of what we got done today and put it in a format that's a little more digestible. I understand why you like that. I get it. I thought that I gave this post out though. I thought I put it in there.
What's up?
Dang, dude. Maybe my teammate changed that. I'll go ahead and put it on the roadmap section. How about that? Because then you'll have it forever. So let's go ahead and say, oh, sorry. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. Dang, dude, that sucks. I had a link in here earlier that was towards the I put the code up for you guys. So we built yesterday a almost like a blog post walking through people through the code that we built. Can you figure out what that path is? moondev.com/ I don't even know. Lost it. But it's a long blog post and we have a bunch of code examples, etc. in it. Okay, so data viewer is ready to go. Nice, bro. Let's go ahead and say, yeah, I don't want this one in the GitHub. I don't want this one in the GitHub though. So just put this on and git ignore. Thank you. Data viewer, okay. T Python data viewer.py. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Let's have it be every 5 seconds so I'm able to see the title of what that section is, you know? Maybe 7 seconds. Yeah, let's do 7 seconds. So I can see the title for a second. Like, what is this section of data coming up, you know? Maybe put that in color. I need to get that blog post in the it's not a blog post. What would you call it? It's like my GitHub. I'm just not using GitHub. I use GitHub. I do use GitHub, but show's coming up next. Okay. So this is just all of our data here that you have access to actually. She's looking through everything. I wish there was another way for me to do this, dude. Oh, I remember. I think a more efficient way will be to look through HIP3. That was in the title. So it's some website called moondev.com/HIP3 liquidations, maybe. I don't know. I could probably figure it out. moondev.com/HIP3 liquidation trading bot.
Before, and now you're back at it again, 7 to 9. Look how much more training I have done by simply starting at 4. Right? So now you do that, and as the years go on, the separation that you have with your competitors and your peers just grows larger and larger and larger and larger and larger. And by year 5 or 6, doesn't matter what kind of work they do in the summer, they're never going to catch up.
Okay, I got it now. So you got that roadmap, right? Everybody got the roadmap? I'm gonna go put it in the chat one more time just to make sure you do, because what I'm about to do right now is give you the roadmap or give you some ideas off this. Or give you the code, yesterday's code, it's in the roadmap. I'm about to make a section there. It's a great idea. Funding trend. Thank you. Going for a walk with the dog. Nice, dude. Have fun. Funding rates roll back and forth like boats, dude. Happy Women's Day. Yeah, happy Women's Day to the -2 women up in here. Okay, so let's go to the moondev.com side roadmap now. Okay, let's put the API key in. Push it, gang. Did you push it? I don't know if you pushed it. Yeah, push it. Push it, push it, push it. I don't see it, gang. Do you see it? I don't see it. Code from YouTube. Crypto data. I can't believe that's there. Book list. Is this moondev.com/roadmap? Because I'm not seeing it there. Thank you. You are the VPS. You're on the VPS right now. You are the VPS. Sheesh, dude. Sheesh, silly girl. Come on, lock in. La ha hawk. Please, please, please. There we go. Perfect. All right, so I want to replicate this, and there'll be no video for this one, but same idea, right? You're walking them through each piece of the code, chunk by chunk, with a review at the top, showing them how it works, how funding rates work. Here's a little blurb about how funding rates work. You could explain that at the top because a lot of people don't know what funding rates are. I think it's a secret. I think it's something that Wall Street doesn't have clearly because you don't have that on stocks and whatnot. You only have that in crypto. But now that we have it with HIP-3, that gives us that edge on others that are not looking at funding rates because funding rates is a crypto native thing. So they're applying it to HIP-3 things like oil, stocks, silver, gold, etc. So I think it's pretty powerful. So I wanted to get the code to you guys as quickly as possible. Anyways, go ahead and make a nice title for that. Do all the things you did in the HIP-3 one and break it down the code here. You have all the code here. Make it easy, copy, paste, etc. But chunk by chunk so they thoroughly understand it, not just run it. Okay, so I got to go ahead and get back to that. Where did I put her? So I got to get back to this code dot here. So let's get in here and figure out where that could be. Hyperliquid funding rate scanner. So this funding rate scanner that I provide in this article or whatever is fire because now you can see the funding rate for everything. And then you can have the same type of CTAs throughout as we do in the above one. And if you need, make a note here that this is like, yeah, maybe you can make a skill of this. I don't know if that's doable, but it's like the code breakdown articles or something, the code articles, whatever. Just, I don't know. Can you make a skill of that after? Is that how that works? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see, dude. Let's see. Go ahead and E. Okay, we got this ready here. Okay, so Bybit licks. HIP3 funding rate articles page. Okay. Add funding rate. Okay. I hope I gave her the code, dude. Damn, I didn't, dude. I feel like this might be it, but no, it's not. It's not. So here's all the code that you would break down in that article, and you can see the example is yesterday's HIP3 liquidation trading bot article. This makes it easy for people to get it.
You have to, in a business like this, just keep making things better, keep improving the system, because other parts of it are going to wear out after a while. People will catch on to this or they'll catch on to that. So you just have to, like in any business, you just have to make things better and better and better, because that's what everyone else is trying to do.
This is fire. Top and bottom funding rates. Kraken perps. Okay, okay. See, they go down and then up and then down and then up. I might use this as well, dude. I'm about to make this tutorial here. But I know we're at the end here, so let me go ahead and show you the offer real quick. Take 10 minutes, and then from there, I'm gonna go ahead and do kind of like a 10-minute tutorial. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to keep it under 10 minutes, and it seemed like people like this, so kind of wrap everything up here, bring it all together. So I'll spend 10 minutes going over the offer, and then I'll go and spend 10 minutes doing a full tutorial on funding rates, the ideas I have behind them, what we built today, get you all that code and everything. My coffee was good this morning, dude. How are you? I might get another sippity sip. I might get another sippity sip. So she's cooking this HIP funding rate scanner. Okay, while she finishes this up, I'll spend this time going over the offer I have for you. The link is themoondev.com/go. If you do want to jump in, it's all access, lifetime. It says it's closing, but it's not closing. Sorry. That last offer closed. That last one is gone. So let me spend 10 minutes going over this, and then I'll go ahead and wrap this all up with a tutorial showing you guys everything I know about funding rates. If you do want to jump into the lifetime access, that is it. But let me go ahead and explain it for you. If you have questions, feel free to ask them in the chat, and I'll answer them in about 4 minutes. Because this doesn't take too long. I just want to make sure that everybody is aware that I only have one product. I'm not going to DM you. I'm not going to DM you asking for money. That's never me. There's a bunch of fakers out there. This is what it is. If you want everything from me, you're going to learn exactly how to automate your trading step by step. My goal is to get you caught up to speed with me. I show you step by step exactly how to automate your trading. That's a $3,000 value, because nobody's ever going to teach you this stuff for less than that. That's for sure. On top of that, I show you how to use AI to do all the heavy lifting. That's a $1,000 value. On top of that, I give you the Solana CopyBot and SniperBot course. So in the Algo Trade Camp, you're going to learn how to automate your trading. You're going to learn how to code. You're going to learn how to find good ideas. You're going to learn how to backtest. You're going to learn how to then build bots. Everything you need to know in the next 6 weeks. On top of that, I give you the AI masterclasses, because I think it's important that you understand how to use AI. You really don't even need to know how to code that well anymore, because we have AI to do the heavy lifting. Now, I do teach you how to code. So even if you don't know how to code, don't worry. Don't worry. I'll show you step by step. And on top of that, I show you how to build on Solana as well. So Solana and Polymarket, both about a couple $1,000 value at least, because this took me 6 months. This took me 3 months. So if you care about your time, you'll definitely take me up on this offer. As you can see, it's $7,000 value. I'm not going to go ahead and charge you all that, though. You get unlimited private Zoom calls. So instead of paying $5 to $20 every single day, you get in for free forever. This is lifetime, lifetime, lifetime. And then you get Quantalete. All of this is for life. Quantalete is insane. It has 5+ years of code, back tests, bots, etc. Anything I find out, anything my team figures out, I hired these guys to help me, but I believe code's a great equalizer. So I got us all together. I'm not building a company. I'm showing you guys everything. We can build a team. Let's build a team. Us versus Wall Street. So I got my own team here, and everything they find, they share with all of us because you're my team. So let's get it. I'm investing in you here. I'm giving you everything that I know about algorithmic trading when the rest of the industry would never, ever, 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 ever show anybody else this. I leak everything because I think this is bigger than just algo trading. But that's how I approached it because I knew this was going to be a hard battle. I was an emotional trader. I knew I had to stop trading. But I met the $1 billion man, and he said he was trading $1 billion a day, and he was just like me, just a random guy. So, okay, I could do this. But Moon, this is going to take some time. You got to learn how to code, dude. 4 hours a day. You've been scared of coding your entire life. 4 hours a day, 4 hours a day. But the way I looked at it was, hey, worst case scenario, I know how to code. So that's why I believe code is a great equalizer, because once I learned how to code, yes, I unlocked trading bots for the rest of my life. But it's so much bigger than that now because we can build anything, any idea you have, any process you have. You saw me build a couple of agents today. It's just like any process you have in your life. This is the greatest unlock ever, because the ones that are benefiting from AI right now are us. Amazon, Anthropic, Google, OpenAI. They're all subsidizing this AI for us. So for us developers, because we're the ones building. So the time is now. You're right on time. You're not too late. You also get the MoonDev Vault as a bonus. So these are all of my videos that YouTube made me take down. There's 2 terabytes plus. Plus you get the API key, Hyperliquid data layer. You saw some of the functionality here today. And then you also get liquidation data on top of that. That liquidation data, you would get 12 days worth for $900 a month elsewhere. I give you 18 months worth as a bonus. You get both of my GitHubs, the TradingBot GitHub and the AI GitHub. I pushed to both today here. And on top of that, you get the MoonDev app, which I use literally all day. And this solved one of my biggest problems when it came to coding. The context switching is hard. On the trading side, you can see everybody's positions. You weren't able to see everybody's positions before that. $19.8 million short here. Damn, that's a big short. But I can see exactly when he gets liquidated. So if you want this as well, it's a bonus if you join today. So it's a $48,000 value. I'm not going to charge you all that. 24, probably should. 12, I really should. That's what everybody else is charging. Get you on a phone call, sales call, yada, yada. But I want to get you everything access today. I don't want you to have to jump through these hoops. So I'm going to bring the price down to something irrefusable. If you actually want to automate your trading, if you actually want to accelerate your life, 5 years. I've been at this for 5 years. You want everything I know, plus more, because you get the community as well. Community of algorithmic traders. People are making friends in there. People are making business partnerships in there. People are running it up in there together. So I can't even value that. That's not even on the page. But you get everything here. You're going to learn exactly how to automate your trading step by step. You're going to learn exactly how to use AI to code for you 24/7. You're going to be able to see how to build on Solana and Polymarket. You get all of these Zoom calls. And then you get Quantalete, which people are paying $3,500 a year for right now. So if you're in that, make sure to upgrade today. Then you get a bunch of bonuses, which are, each one of them are worth it within its own. MoonDev Vault, this is all of my past streams. There's hundreds of streams that YouTube made me take down. You want to dive into the weeds? Dive into the weeds. You want the API key for life? This is how you get it. So you can see there's a $48,000 value. You get 2 of my GitHubs, which is crazy, and then the Coin App access. It's $1,800, 96% off with a 90-day money-back guarantee. So you can go to moondev.com/go to join. If you have questions, let me know. moondev.com/go. And the goal is to get you caught up to speed with me. So once you're up to speed with me, you can crush me. And I'd be happy. I'd be happy for you. Get the API key here, get the GitHubs, get the Moondev app access. You can see hundreds of people just like yourself found me somewhere, somehow. Go to moondev.com/go. And you can see everything that you're going to get. You just go here, click the pay button. If you got questions, I'm here. I'm locked. There's plenty of ways to pay. You got card, you got Klarna, you got crypto, you got Cash App, whatever you need, dude. If you need a couple payments, boom, there's 2 payments of $9.49. Or you can just get the Algo Trade Camp by itself. But you can scroll through here for hours and see exactly people that may be in your exact situation. They found me just like you did. So congrats to you, dude. You found me somehow. You're a good researcher. So I'll just filter out the noise and we'll make the best algo trading community in the world. I mean, we already have it. It's already there. It's a pretty amazing filter.
Bill, night. Yes, our slogan must be learn, baby, learn, so that we can earn, baby, earn.
That's Martin Luther King Jr. from what, 50 years ago? Learn, baby, learn, so we can earn, baby, earn. I don't know about you, but I'm a big believer in buying my time back. However I can get my time back, I do that. When I was a kid, I guess you're an adult in college, but I had the money of a kid. I spent $2,000 I didn't have to buy a course that unlocked knowledge that helped me run up millions of dollars. I buy books, I get one idea from them, boom, that's worth it. I got hella books I can see right now, all on trading. I got art of game design, volume profile, option volatility. Like every book is worth it to me because I always get at least one great idea. And you look at all of the all-time greats, they're all readers. They're all consumers of knowledge because this is the best way to get ahead in life. If somebody knows something you don't know, you can just invest a little bit of money in yourself to learn that information. And then I make it irresistible by having the 90-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. So you can literally go learn everything, go test out the code, go meet everybody in there. And if it's not for you, get your money back. It's 90 full days. So that's plenty of time to learn absolutely everything I have. Hey, if it's not for you, it's not for you. Get your money back, no questions asked. That's a 90-day money back guarantee. And you can see hundreds of people just like yourself have come through here, didn't know how to code, didn't know how to automate their trading. And by the end, they're crushing. So you could read the reviews at moondev.com/go. Take your time. Read through them. I could read you each of them, but I got to get back to stepping on the gas. It's the biggest opportunity of our entire lives. This is an industrial revolution. With AI, dude, you can build anything. I'm focusing on bots. I'm focusing on quant. I'm focusing on Jim Simons. I'm chasing that man. But the great thing is once you learn how to code, you can do anything. You can build anything. You can focus on whatever you want to focus on. So the way I looked at it was best case scenario, I'd have profitable trading bots, and worst case scenario, I would know how to code. That's why I scream and shout. Code is a great equalizer because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what I do. Get yourself a little Mac Mini, you can start coding and building forever. Are you live? I'm not live. This is not live. This is a recording. Anyone in doubt, it's definitely worth it. I was in doubt myself, but when I pulled the trigger, I was happy I did. It's not a sales pitch by any means, just a personal opinion. Bootcamp put me 6 months ahead. 6 months ahead. Damn. So you get the Algo Trade Camp where I show you step-by-step how to automate your trading. I show you in the AI masterclasses how to have AI do all of the heavy lifting. I show you in the Solana Copybot and SniperBot courses how to build on Solana so you can be a versatile algorithmic trader. And on top of that, you get the Polymarket Trading Bot courses. So this is everything I have. You never have to pay me $1 again. You get everything for free from here on out. It's the craziest offer I've ever had, and I get nervous giving it because people are paying $3,500 a year for this, for just this. This is your opportunity to upgrade while it's here. Get all the bonuses as well. That's the vault, the API key. A lot of people today have been asking, can I get the API key? This is the best way to get the API key for life. On top of that, you get both my GitHubs and then the Moondev app access. I am gone, dude. I'm gone. I popped into the public chat, but I'm never coming back to the public chat. I'll come back to the public chat for this ending part of these streams when I have some offer for you guys. Otherwise, I'm never talking to the public chat. I'm gone. So the only time I'm gonna be in the public chat is when I have something that you can purchase from me. Otherwise, public chat is cooked. So if you want access to these private Zooms, no ads on the public chat. In the private Zooms, there's no ads. If you want access, you can get lifetime access here today. Kinder Joy, I've seen you here for a long time. I think it's time for you to jump in, get on the inside, come build with us. I'll show you step by step how to automate your trading. I'll show you exactly how to use AI to do all the heavy lifting. You're just talking to AI all day. You saw me today. Don't be one of those guys that locked in for 2-3 hours and then just is like, oh yeah, I definitely need to automate my trade, and then just goes and doesn't. A doer or a dabbler? Which one are you? Are you a doer or a dabbler? Are you a money maker or are you an excuse maker? Because we all have all the excuses in the world. Remember, I got held back in 7th grade. Been told I can't so many times in this life. I still, to this day, I'm a grown man. I still get told every day you can't do this or that because you're not a PhD, you're not a mathematician, yada yada. I have proven that anybody can do this, even if you don't know how to code right now. I'll show you step by step. The proof is right here. These are hundreds of people just like yourself. Came to me, asked me to help them automate their trading, and I did. It's fire. So check out moondev.com/go if you do want to join. There's a 90-day money back guarantee, no questions asked. Lifetime offer. Lifetime offer explanation. Okay, sick. Let's go back here now. I'm never coming back to the public chat. I'm gone, dude. I'm gone. I'm gone. All right, so I want to record this tutorial here, and I think this will be a good place to wrap for the day. If you do want to kick it, watch the tutorial. It'll be about 10 minutes. I'll also probably release this at some point. So, you know, if you do have to get going, I know we're well over the time here. So don't worry about it if you do. 777, much love to everybody. I'm going to go ahead and get this tutorial recorded, and then I'll end the Zoom and end the everything. All right, awesome. Well, can you go ahead and make sure that that's on the roadmap as well in that same section? Josie, 777, Deep Side, thank you. 777. Kelly, thank you for coming through. Me personally, I don't think my short videos are as good as my long videos because I don't put enough care into like plotting out a template of, like a script or anything like that. I'm just not interested in that right now at this point in my life. So I think the long videos are much better because I actually get into the details and you get all the sidebars, which I think all of the alphas there, because you're about to see me do a tutorial. It'll be nice and short, but it's missing a lot in my personal opinion. But that's why I'm putting this website here, so you can go ahead and grab the information and go deeper without me. And if you want the longer stuff, then just come to the streams. Okay, so what is the link pattern for the CTA on this page? Okay, this is okay, so let me think about this. Yeah, what's the pattern? Just let me know the pattern because I'm going to change it up a little bit. So for the HIP3 liquidation trading bot, what is the CTA link specifically? Because I'm going to send you a new one for the funding rate one.
No, it's what's called machine learning. So you find things that are predictive. You might guess, oh, such and such should be predictive, might be predictive, and you test it out in the computer, and maybe it isn't, maybe it isn't. You test it out on long-term historical data and price data and other things, and then you add to the system this if it works, and if it doesn't, you throw it out. So there aren't elaborate equations, at least not for
Push it, push it, push it. HIP3, yep, there we go. That looks better. That looks better. That looks better. Claude and Chrome framework. I got this. My previous streams are multiple places. In the Moondev vault here, I post my videos. You got that. You're a member, and I post my streams here. In the live events. So 2 places to get that. Both, if you become a member, you have both of them. Moondev.com/go. If you're not already, I think you are though. Okay, beautiful. So yeah, so it's in the live events page or the vault. You just got to email us. We got to get you connected to the vault. Thank you, Josie. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.